Alrighty then, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV earlier than usual because obviously boxing is back on tonight. So I wanted to squeeze in the boxing stream for you guys on this good Tuesday, June 9th, 2020. Appreciate the blessings and support from everybody that will watch live and will watch the replay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those links always in the description. So if you ever need to reach out to me for whatever reason, it may be a question, a video request, a business inquiry, sponsorship, or whatever the situation may be, you can hit me up at those three lines of communication. Twitter is the fastest way, then Instagram, then Facebook. Don't forget you always can make a donation. Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate. Me personally, make sure you hit that share button, man. Share it somewhere. Share it with a boxing fan. Share it with a sports fan. Word of mouth is the best publicity, especially when YouTube is trying to censor so many people for having an opinion, especially on race. But that's another conversation for another day. But I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Appreciate David for donating earlier this week. But we're here. We're going to talk a little bit about is Shakur Stevenson the next Mayweather. Ryan Garcia rips the zone for a 200,000 low ball offer for July 4th. Errol flexes on the welterweight division, and Floyd Mayweather tells Super Zab Judah that he is coming back for some exhibitions overseas. So don't forget to check out our sponsors today, www.thehelpblaze.com. They have 100% all natural products from soaps, lotions, foot soaks, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Box to get 18% off. Those links are in the description. So the website and the promo code is in the description. Don't forget to check out Cell Phone Recyclers Buyers. They want to buy your old phones, iPhones to be Pacific. Numbers on the screen, website, and social media is in the description. So check them out. If you got a phone laying around that's broke, that's half working, and you ain't using, hit them up. They're going to recycle it and get rid of it the right way. So blessings to everybody in here. So we do know Shakur Stevenson is fighting tonight. I chose to kind of speak on it, give him some publicity because I like him. I like his attitude. I like his demeanor. I like that he worked hard. And I think he's a straight dude. Obviously, he got a lot of hate from the Alphabet crew and from the PBC fanboys because he was top ranked. But like I said, a lot of them dudes are miseducated. They talk business, they don't know business. They try to talk X's and O's, which they really do. They don't know X's and O's. Shakur Stevenson was supposed to sign with Mayweather Promotions after the Olympics when he lost to Ramirez, which he's fighting on this card as well. Shout out to him. He won the gold and Shakur won the silver. And Floyd Mayweather never showed proof of funds for Shakur Stevenson going over there to scout him, this, that, and the third. So therefore, he fell back and signed with Top Rank. And he get a lot of hate for signing with Top Rank. I've never seen this, in my life where people are mad who a person signed to. Even in basketball, people didn't get mad when Jordan signed to Nike instead of Converse or instead of Reebok instead of Adidas. You know what I'm saying? People don't get mad, at people for signing for who they sign with as far as endorsement deals or signing what team they sign with. Only person that faced backlash like Crawford and Shakur is Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different conversation for a whole different day. But, I don't really see the next Mayweather and Shakur Stevenson, to be honest. I see somebody that's fundamentally sound, that's technical, got good speed. Obviously, Floyd had exceptional power at 30, 35 pounds, and I think Shakur is still growing into his man body. But I see somebody more in the line of Andre Ward or Bernard Hopkins, and that's not bad. I think Shakur might be more explosive than those guys that we name, and obviously he's a smaller fighter. But I really don't see the slick defense. He more of a Bernard. He more of a technical defender. You know what I'm saying? He more keep his hands up. He know how to control his distance. He can move his head, but he not doing a lot of that. He's slick, but he ain't doing a lot of that flashy head movement. Or he ain't Pernell, he ain't Floyd. He more, versatile ENT salute. He more like Ward and Bernard. He more technical. Not saying Floyd wasn't technical, but Floyd was just more flashy and explosive when he was younger. So I'm not saying that Shakur can't show that explosiveness, L5 player, but I really compare him more to Ward and more to Bernard, and I think he a better athlete in his respective weight class than they were. And maybe that may seem to the naked eye because he's a smaller guy, but He truly probably won't get tested for real until he move up to 35. That's truly gonna be his test. You know what I'm saying? When you move up to 35, that's gonna be a test. I think he got some issues at 30. I think Miguel Burchett is the biggest issue. Gary Russell, Coffee Salute. Y'all go check out Coffee Universe. I think Gary Coffee Universe channel on YouTube. I think Gary Russell said he jumping up to 35, so I'm still waiting to see what he's doing. But I think Burchett is the most dangerous guy that he can fight. But Burchett, he doesn't like fighting technical, black, fighters. He didn't want to fight Jamel Herring, and I believe Shakur Stevenson is, way better than Jamel Herring as a fighter. And there's no disrespect to Jamel Herring. It's just a different pedigree of fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Now, Cobra, he kind of got the Mayweather slickness and how he move his head, but he don't have the power neither. Even when people talk about Devin Haney being the next Floyd Mayweather, he's slick, but he still doesn't showcase the power that Floyd showcased at 35. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we'll see that power when these dudes start stepping up. But Devin ain't a finished product yet. Devin still kind of moved he don't have a professional style yet. It's coming. Devin gonna have to learn to sit on his shots a lot more. So I really don't see a guy that you can compare to Mayweather right now. They want to say Lomachenko, it's night and day. Lomachenko is phenomenal on the front foot, and he leaves a lot to be desired on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to compare LA to a salute. They always trying to compare somebody. Let these dudes, like he said, be the first, Floyd Mayweather. He did say he want to eclipse the 50-0 record. And people say, well, he on the pace to eclipse it right now, so is Floyd Mayweather. I believe he fought like 10 or 11, 12 times in 1 year. It all depends, Charlie One salute. It all depends when you step up to the championship level for real. When he become a real champion, like Triple G was fighting four times a year, 5 times a year, just like Jaime Munguia, probably 6 times a year at one point, or it was more like 4. And then, when he ran into the championship level Canelo slowed his progress down. You know what I'm saying? Canelo slowed his progress down. So, like I said before, it ain't that if you want to fight 5 or 6, 7 times a year. It's if you got the opponents to fight 5 or 6 times a year. Usually the opponents inside the top 10, they not that active no more. So the natural progression for him is when he kind of stepped in being a real world champion, they're going to have him fight once or twice a year. And if they do bring the money down in boxing, then you're going to see dudes having to fight 3 or 4 times a year to bring home the bacon. And when that happens, you're going to see healthier fighters, you're going to see sharper fighters, and you're going to see better fights. He said Shakur Ellis needs to sit on his punches more than Haney. Shakur needs to sit on his punches more than Haney right now. He ain't fighting better opposition. I don't think he wanted to stop Joet Gonzalez. But you know what's so funny about that? And I meant to mention this a few weeks ago, and I forgot. What's so funny about that is now he done broke up with the girl. I mean, everybody knew that. All the brothers knew. Anybody that's in their 30s or above or right around that age bracket or that's mature, everybody know he wasn't going to stay with Joet Gonzalez's sister. And he carried him the distance, and I think he could have stopped him. He wasn't sitting on them punches versus Joet Gonzalez. He was just picking them apart. And what he got to understand is this. Either you a killer or you not a killer. There's no sympathy in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Gonzalez wasn't going to show sympathy on him. If Gonzalez could knock Shakur Stevenson out, he didn't care. He trying to have compassion. Even if my wife and I was beating the shit out of her brother, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no compassion when it comes to my money. You know what I'm saying? Only way he was gonna get that respect from Joet Gonzalez was to knock his fucking teeth out. And that's what he should have did. Forget her feelings and I look at you. You left a knockout on the fucking. You left a knockout on the goddamn bar at the bar. You know what I'm saying? You left a knockout on the coat rack. You left a knockout in the parking lot. So you just left your car and your liquor and your coat at the club. He should have not. He broke up with her. It was a tweet. I forget, it was a couple weeks ago. I forgot to talk about that. But yeah, he broke up with her, and now look at you. And that's another thing, bro. When you out here, messing with these women, bro, if they family is racist, dog, it's different from if her family don't like you. 9 times out of 10, her family not gonna like you. Trust me, I didn't heard it all. You trying to control her. You this, that and the third, whoop de whoop, blah, say blah. Because you won't allow people to run over her no more. See, women are not, most women are naturally compassionate, to their family. They want to give and they want to take, man, fuck that. Every time you end up helping people out, it end up being a detriment to you or a burden on you. And I'll just be trying to explain that. But women don't understand that. People use you, they take your compassion and kindness and use it against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dating no chick who racist. I was talking to my homeboy yesterday. We playing Call of Duty. What's that shit they got on there? 24/7 shipment and 24/7 shootout. So we playing that hardcore. In the middle of the afternoon, he tells me we all went to school together. That he had a family member that well, I ain't gonna, he was brother, and he married to a girl that's biracial, right? Well, they together and they had kids, and her mother's part of this. She is part of this Confederate group. All right, Q-Tip salute. She part of this Confederate group. I don't know this shit like that. I don't stay in the South no more. But she part of some Confederate party and shit. And he checked her ass. He said his brother had no problem with it. He really checked his brother about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But some people just don't care, and that's what they want to do. They want to push us further and further away from our blackness, further and further away from our respect. I can't lay with no woman that family is racist because I know you racist. It's a lot of times you can mess with a racist chick at the bar. J Lab Sports TV salute. Make sure I hit that thumbs up button. You can mess with a chick at the bar and you know she racist and you just break her off. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden she don't see race no more. Once you pipe a girl down the right way, she don't see none of the flaws no more. She willing to wear dashiki and cook macaroni and cheese and fried chicken and learn how to season it. You feel what I'm saying? So love, and lust can blind somebody from being racist. That don't change nothing at the end of the day. Once you make that woman mad again, or if you're a woman staying with a man that got the similar, traits that I'm saying, or share the similar sentiments. Once you make them mad, they revert back to what they know, unless they truly you converted them. But I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? That chick wasn't worth the battle for Shakur Stevenson, and now he's seeing it. He said, LA12, you seen Rubizio Ramirez since his first fight? I see improvement punching hard. He looks to be looked too calm and stiff. In his first fight was moving good the last. Yeah, he got with Ishmael Salas. And also people forget he had just got off the boat. He didn't have no time to train, bro. So just because he took a loss the first fight, he didn't have a proper training camp neither. So that's kind of what you got to look at it, man. If you just want to, yeah, that chick wasn't pretty at all, but maybe they just vibe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just vibe. Sometimes people, like he said, people, somebody can understand you and this, that, and the third. Like what you got to understand when you get older, looks don't mean nothing. Looks is usually a sign for some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the truth. Sometimes looks can be some time for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You know, something when you get older, like shit start to change. And maybe it was something that she sympathized with him with, and they went through. But when you in that ring, ain't no sympathy because Gonzalez wasn't gonna have no sympathy on him. He was trying to knock his block off. He was just limited. That's it. He was just limited. That's it. Shakur Stevenson still should have handled business, and he should have knocked him out. But we know right then and there he don't really have that pure Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, Roger Mayweather instinct, and that's okay. That's okay. It's probably something that he go against somebody that he don't like or he got malice for. He'll turn it back on, but he ain't no pure killer. And out the young guys, who a pure killer? Out the young prospects in boxing, who a pure killer? Only person you could probably think of is Tank. Tank is the only one that dog in him. Even Devin, he sit there and play with you a lot. He not looking to drown you. Colbert not looking to drown you. Only ones that's probably got that killer in them, like that I see is Tank and maybe Gary Anton Russell. And it's I don't know, man. I don't know yet. I ain't seen enough of him. I don't know. He more Roy Jones to me. Teofimo Lopez too. Yep, I got to say T.O., Tank, and Anton Russell. Ennis, I don't know. Ennis seemed to be like he seemed to be pretty right now. Ortiz, yeah, I say Ortiz. I like Ortiz. Yeah, I got to put him in that group. Ortiz. I don't know about Dan Du Bois. Yeah, he seemed to be a dog, but it's more to be desired. Y'all thought FN Jabway was a killer. Yeah, guess Gary Anton Russell. That's his brother. Y'all thought FN Jabway was a killer. I told y'all to pump the brakes on him. You know, so it's Tank probably lead the category in killer, but then you got the Shakurs, the Devins, the Ennis, who more the boxer, puncher guys, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Those guys last longer. But for Stevenson, I see more Hopkins and Ward in him. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to compare him to Floyd Mayweather because guess what? Everybody progressed at their own different stages. Shakur still what? What's Shakur Stevenson? 22 years old. What's Shakur Stevenson? Still 22 years old. Hold on. Yeah, he's 22 years old. He be 23 at the end of this month. Like I said, it's a lot to be left, bro. It's a lot of learning he got to do, man. But I wouldn't say the next Mayweather, Terrell Bay, not even a killer like Floyd. Victor Ortiz fight bombed on Floyd. Protect yourself at all costs. Yeah, Floyd always had that bad streak killer in him. It's a lot of fighters that really didn't have that killer. People didn't think Sugar Ray Leonard had no dog in him until he lost to Duran. I gained more respect for him fighting Duran than the majority than all his wins. You know what I'm saying? They said that about Muhammad Ali. Everything they said about Floyd Mayweather being boring and his fights being boring, they said it about Muhammad Ali. People forget that shit. Muhammad Ali held and did more funny shit than Floyd did. But you know what? Everybody got a different recollection of history. Brian, salute. Yeah, I say T.O. Brian. You right. I forgot him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a different recollection. People act like Muhammad Ali was perfect, and then maybe when your kids get older, they're going to act like Floyd was perfect and forget some of the comments he made. Muhammad Ali made some raccoonish comments. And that's somebody I was talking to Tom Bennett. Was it Tom Bennett? No, I was talking to Adonis. And he was saying that, if Jack Johnson was a current fighter today with his mindset in his day, people forget Jack Johnson like fucking the white girls. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button and share it, man. He like messing with the white girls, so they would have been calling, Jack Johnson a swirler and a raccoon and stuff of that nature. So I mean, it's different, man. But I like Shakur, man. I'm one of the few that seem to like him. I think, Champs I have him on sometime. But other than that, he don't really have a social media following, man. A YouTube following, man. But like I said before, I don't care who you with, where you from. If you can fight, bro, I don't see color, bro, in boxing like that. I see the racism when it comes to the inconsistencies of some of the media members, some of the promoters and the fighters. But when I see talent, I don't see color. When I see Baturbia, I like him. I go to bat for him. You know what I'm saying? I go to bat for Crawford. I go to bat, for Deontay, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be 100. I'm not gonna shy away when one of them dudes make a whole move or they duck somebody, shit like that. People expect me to be like loyal to these fighters and be what's the word I'm looking for? Show unconditional support. And you ain't gonna get that over here. You're not gonna get unconditional support over here because when you wrong, you wrong. A lot of these motherfuckers, when it came out that Charlo, turned down the offer versus Andrade and Canelo, a lot of these dudes went mute. A lot of people said, well, I asked Homeboy to speak on this. He didn't want to speak on it. Hey, I'm going to speak on the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't care. People can send messages all day. Oh, I don't like your content, this, that. If my opinion bother you so bad, guess what? I don't watch people I don't like. Straight up and down. If I don't like your content and what you kicking, I won't watch it. Straight up and down, I won't watch it, bro. If I don't like people complaining about top rank card tonight, hey, it's a makeshift. It was a last minute thing. You complaining about the card, they didn't have proper sparring and nothing of that. But you gonna watch it though. At 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on ESPN, you gonna watch it. Don't complain about it and watch it, bro. I hate motherfuckers like that. Oh, CJ, you heard what this guy said? Or I don't care. I'm too grown. I'm too grown to be bothered or to be moved by what somebody else said. If you say something I don't like, I don't like it. Only time I'm gonna make a response if it's like Ward at this point or Wilder, or they say some shit I don't expect them to say, then I'm gonna speak my piece on it. But as far as these regular dudes, I don't care, bro. I'm not gonna sell out for super chats, bro. I'm not gonna sell out for views. I stay on YouTube shit list to speak my truth. And if I gotta start another platform, which I'm already planning to start another platform, and I make announcement on that, I'm gonna start another platform, bro. You can't put all your eggs in YouTube, bro. So I got a podcast I'm working on coming. That's just gonna be. I got a couple of them, but it's gonna take some time for me to, with the COVID-19, and kind of stop my flow. So yeah, man, that shit crazy. These dudes don't. These dudes act like you can't say nothing. These dudes act like you can't criticize nobody, and when they lose, you got to make an excuse for them. You know what I'm saying? I like Shakur. He stay in the gym. He consistent. Yeah, he make mistakes. Yeah, he punched a bitch in Miami. So what? So did Tank, and y'all overlooked that. Say salute. I'm not mad at him. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I did shit that I'm not proud of, just like every other dude out here. If you live long enough, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make good. You're gonna make really, really bad mistakes. You're gonna make bad, terrible mistakes. And guess what? You gonna make mistake at them. You gonna make the same mistakes sometimes. And self-consciously, you're not even gonna understand the same mistake you're making until you take a step back, or just somebody holds you accountable. And you're gonna be like, okay. You can make the same mistake when you go to the club looking for love. You keep going to the club. You keep going to the club. You change the club. You keep messing with these sack chasers, and all they want is money, until you sit back and say, I got to change how I'm looking for women. I got to change the women I'm looking for. If you working with sack chasers and thoughts, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to get. It's okay to mess with the thoughts. It's okay to mess with the hoes. Everybody like hood rats, thoughts, and hoes. It's okay, but you got to keep them where they at. You got to treat them how they need to be treated. You can't treat a thought like a queen. You can't treat a queen like a thought. Got to remember that. You got to keep them where you keep them at. You got to treat them like they treat them and keep them where they keep them at. If they mature out of a thought into a nice young woman, let that be another nigga problem. Let that nigga be another nigga blessing. Every woman you meet ain't somebody, you need to love and treat her like a queen. That's why these dudes end up with a lot of messed up baby mamas, bro. You know what I'm saying? They mixing they women up. The same thing for women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these dudes sticking in there and it feel good, and they just forget. People just think women just go penis happy. Niggas go pussy happy. Ian Campbell, salute. I hope you stop at stop. I hope you stop at stop signs and cause them shots colors red. I don't know what you're talking about, but thoughts on Mayweather fighter Angelo Leo? I don't even know who he is, to be honest, bro. He got a lot of fighters, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna check him out. Stephen Fallon and Ellaby was going at it on Twitter. He might fight Angelo Leo. Okay, that's why he brought it up. Fulton then beat up on Joshua Greer. I forgot. He can Greer mad because he won't give him a rematch. I think Fulton beat him again. Jonathan Wicks, salute, take salute, secure a beast in the making. Don't switch up. I'm not gonna switch up on him. He's a solid dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had a mistake in Miami. Like I said before, if I'm 20 years old and I got 6 or 7 figures, I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. That's life. People want to. People on the internet. People on the internet want you to believe that they perfect. They not perfect. I done seen the way a lot of these niggas living, man, and a lot of these hoes living, man. They ain't perfect. Hold on. You know. So I love Crawford, but Caraballo dropped him. We need more fans. Like, yeah, he dropped him. I mean, Andre Ward said the same thing. He said that Crawford won't admit it. It happens. Pernell Whitaker hit the floor like 1,000 times. Trinidad hit the floor. Floyd been dropped one time officially because unofficially with his hands. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man. Muhammad Ali got dropped, but he's still the greatest. Mike Tyson got dropped and knocked out. That don't take away from your greatness. It don't. It happens. The shit I hate is when people say Roy didn't have no chin because Roy came down from light heavyweight and it took his prime. He got hit on the chin and he got knocked out because he was old. Like, come on, at the end of the day, if it was that easy before, Roy just got old overnight. Floyd Mayweather said that when he started working with Fight Hype. It happens. It fucking happens. He got old. It don't mean Roy don't have no chin. I hear niggas say, oh, Roy got a glass chin because he got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. Man, that nigga just was old. He should have stayed up there at heavyweight. He should have retired. It don't mean Roy didn't have no chin. If he didn't have no chin, tell me how he got past James Toney. How you go up to heavyweight and don't have no chin? Like I said before, man, everybody got these stupid ass opinions, bro. They take an isolated incident. You got to be perfect. Check this out real quick. You got to be perfect for 12 rounds. You got to be perfect for 365. You got to have a perfect camp. You got to have a perfect Greg salute. You got to have a perfect jaw. It happens. Trinidad was known for getting dropped. His excuse was he had bad balance or he took too long to warm up. This shit happens. It happens. It's boxing. You gonna get dropped. You gonna get 9 times out of 10 in your career. You might even get stopped. Roberto Duran quit, and I never heard that generation of fight fan after a while bring that up again. When they talk about his greatness, they don't talk about how Roberto Duran quit. They talk about Crawford and they talk about Amir Khan. Or he keep getting dropped, but they don't talk about how Crawford got up and stopped him. How Amir Khan came back every time. These niggas lose a 1-point decision and they start crying in their hotel rooms and they want a lifetime full of tune-ups. Amir Khan get dropped, he gets stopped, he come right back like it never happened again. That's a throwback mentality. He ain't perfect, but you know what? He challenges himself throughout his career. Only time he didn't challenge himself was Kell Brook. But he got stopped or he got dropped. He got back up, brushed himself off, and got another big fight. How can you not respect him? How? He wasn't scared to lose. He wasn't scared to get knocked out again. And to this day, he ain't scared to get knocked out. And for people writing off Deontay Wilder, it happens. This is what made Ali so great. He got knocked out by the United States government. They took his prime away. He got up, got beat up by Joe Frazier, came back. Joe Frazier got beat up by George Foreman a couple times. Beat George Foreman, came back and beat Joe Frazier. And that's why he the greatest of all time in a lot of people's book. Sugar Ray Robinson was stopped one time in like 200 fights through the heat exhaustion. Kept beating on LaMotta. LaMotta got him. Famous words. I'm a smart boxing historian. I look up my docs and I watch them and I read. He said, I watch Sugar so much I got diabetes. That's one of the greatest boxing quotes that's never told. Where did Muhammad Ali get his style from? From Sugar Ray Robinson. A lot of people don't know that. He loves Sugar Ray Robinson. That's why Sugar Ray Robinson is the best fighter I've ever seen. But he got stopped. He got dropped. He lost to Cameron Brazilio, beat Cameron Brazilio. It happens. And that's why you can't be a sheep and you have to make decisions for yourself. Don't listen to me. You got to make decisions for yourself in boxing and research yourself. Henry Armstrong is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Go look. He held the featherweight title, the welterweight, and like the middleweight title at once. Excuse me if my recollection is a little bit murky. One of the greatest fighters of all time. He held like 3 belts in 3 different weight classes when it was only like the original 8 weight classes, whatever it was, 5 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? But they don't talk about Henry Armstrong. It's one of the greatest fighters of all time. It happens. He said Sugar Ray Robinson got dropped by Gene Farmer and got up and knocked Gene out the very next round. That's what makes him so great. And James Toney tagged him a couple times in Jones fight. People forget that. Yeah. Fred. I think he was scared to fight. Bro, I don't know why. I felt at one point it would have been a competitive fight. They say water career over, but AJ lost too. Yeah, and guess what, man? AJ got up and dusted himself off like a G. He did what he had to do to win. If it don't matter if you run, if you jog, if you fight, or you just long. All people remember is he gonna get the win for 20, 30 years from now. I ain't knocking him. Let's talk about Ryan Garcia, right? He went to SI. I'm guessing he went to Chris Minix. He went to the ops about the ops. Do that make any sense? He went to the ops. He went to the ops about the ops. And I'm gonna pull up what he said, man. Give me a minute. Guess what? Yeah, y'all boy retired. Y'all boy retired. My boy took y'all boy heart. All you niggas out there, all you Gospic fans and Adonis fans and Beagle fans, Alexander Gospic has announced that he's retired from boxing at the age of 33. The ex-light heavyweight world champion was 17-1, losing his last bout to Berturbia. Berturbia took that boy's soul. Soul, brother. Your soul is mine. All you niggas in here crying was, oh, guys, we gonna beat Berturbia. You hate number. He made this bitch quit and he made him retire. He made him retire. 18 fights in the. Hey, man. He say, man, look here, man. I don't even want a world title. I don't want that rematch. You don't hear Beagle talking that shit about, but he talking about Canelo. He talking about facing the Care Bears. They talking about Badu Jack. He talking about watching his cat. That nigga at 33 said, you want some more of this, old man? Young man? No. Told y'all that nigga's an animal, bro. I was talking to Town, man. And that nigga was telling me, man, look here, dude. Town is as down for the brothers as you can get, bro. He was telling me, man, he said, you got to see this man fight in person. He said, that motherfucker a beast. He done seen him fight on 2 occasions. He done seen him fight. I got to see him fight. Like I said, some motherfuckers just so good that, like, it don't even matter. He that good. Berturbia that good, man. Yeah, Tavares Cloud, man. What was the other dude name that was from Philly and he was a closet, he got caught in a gay porno and he tried to sue them and then he got exposed. Was it Cedric Agnew? I can't remember that dude's name. You know what I'm saying? But man, Berturbia is a fucking beast. But Ryan Garcia say, I'm done with they work with this promoter, so it can't happen. I want to break down barriers. I don't care about losing. Haney, I'll take the title from him. Javante, I'll take his too. Put me in with someone you don't think I'm a beat. Okay? Ryan Garcia also said, he said this first. Ryan has claimed he's no longer fighting on July 4th as he was only offered $200,000. That's bull jive. Why am I being held back financially? Why is the DAZN giving out big numbers to guys fighting nobodies? It's effed up. How I'm being treated, okay? And he got a point. Triple G around here fighting Steve Rose. You know what I'm saying? He said ESPN being biased and secure the next Mayweather. Well, that's what they do. You know, they say Lomachenko the next Mayweather. That's what they do. But I'm not mad they making the comparison to a brother this time. I don't have an issue with it. At least they ain't comparing Tyson Fury to Muhammad Ali because they always want to compare the other to us. Don't compare, Lomachenko to Willie Pep or Paula Malignaggi or some shit. Make sure I hit that thumbs up button. Leather salute. Share the video, man. Please do. But let's read I ain't even read this shit yet. But he said Ryan Garcia's boxing's bright young star. I believe this is Chris Minnick's piece on SI.com. Now he wants to be treated like one. Let's go to the quotes. The DAZN has a long-term contract with Garcia's promoter Golden Boy, but I'm not getting the respect in the business matters, Garcia said. They promote me as one of the biggest names that they have got. I'm not feeling the extra love that they claim. All right? I'm getting shown I'm one of their most viewed fighters, guaranteed top 3. I'm getting the views. I'm getting the clicks more than anyone but Canelo, Alvarez, and Anthony Joshua. Where my love? And it goes on. I mean, I'm just going to read the quotes right now. I mean, most of the stuff that Chris Minnick is fighting, he's already, you already know. I'm done with the whole, well, they work with this promoter or this network, so it can't happen. Garcia said, I want to break barriers in boxing. I want to break down those doors. I don't care about losing. How many times did Michael Jordan lose before he won his first championship? It wasn't about the number of losses with Sugar Ray Leonard or Tommy Hearns. The marketing strategy worked for Floyd Mayweather, but why has everyone been brainwashed to think that you have to stay undefeated? I'm a badass fighter who isn't afraid to lose. Okay. Um, that's BS, Garcia said. Why am I being held back financially? What is the problem here? Why is the zone giving out big numbers to guys that's fighting nobodies? He talking about Triple G. It's effed up how I'm being treated. I'm not asking for 100 million. Just give me the check I deserve. How am I one of the biggest fighters in the world and I get bigger paychecks outside of boxing? Ooh, we making more money outside of boxing. We are the exclusives to the zone, and Ryan is exclusive to us. Gomez said. We're living in a pandemic. There are some real hard times out here. It's arguably the worst financial downfall since the Great Depression. Ryan's next show is not going to have his fans. His gate is significant, but we wasn't asked to take a pay cut in the contract that was recently signed. We were going to pay him above the minimum for his next fight, this next fight. And he says I'm not saying anything about Golden Boy Garcia. I'm not going to worry about what Golden Boy is doing right now. I just want my direct line. I'm tired of going through the middleman. The zone needs to call me. I need to hear from them why this stuff can't happen. You have Shakur Stevenson going on Tuesday night. Why is ESPN going and not me? I'm speaking my truth. I'm done being held back. This has to do with respect. I have the following. I have the talent. I have the work ethic. I just want to be great, and I feel like everyone is trying to control me. Let's see where Devin Haney is at. I'll take his title from him. Let's see what Tanky is. I'll take his too. Put me in with someone you don't think I'm going to beat, and I just give me what I deserve. So it sounds like Ryan is pretty fed up, and you gotta be you. Hey, look here, man. When Triple G getting $15 million a fight with equity in the company, which ain't a lot right now in the company. Clinton Adams, salute. Make sure I share the video, hit the thumbs up button. When he getting equity in the company, bro, he getting 15 to fight Steve Rose, and they offer you 200,000, or whoever he was gonna fight. He said Abner, so he got a right to feel the other way. He making more money outside of boxing. But Donald say went to his fight in Fresno when he first won the IBF belt. Better BF is a beach for real. Yeah, that was on the Gabriel Flores card. Yeah, he fought Hot Rod. Hot Rod beat up Marcus Brown. So I'd be mad too, bro. If he the third most viewed fighter behind Canelo and AJ, and only people on the zone know that, and they done told him that Golden Boy can't keep nobody happy. Golden Boy can't keep nobody happy. They can't keep Canelo happy. The only person that ain't really saying shit is Virgil Ortiz. They got a number of black fighters that's really, really good that you don't even know about. Trayvon Mazion from Austin, Texas. Rashidi Ellis. They got an older heavyweight in James the Beast Wilson who's more popular on social media than he is in the boxing ring. You know, they got all these black fighters that you never heard of. They sold out Eric Hunter in the Lee Selby fight. I talked to the homie in Philly about that about a year ago. There's a whole story behind that. He knew he lost before he stepped in the ring. So Golden Boy not only selling out black fighters, they got a racial issue. They don't promote black fighters. What is Bernard Hopkins over there doing? And now Ryan Garcia, they second biggest star, they can't keep him happy. If you notice, Julio Cesar Martinez, Canelo fighter, and the Canelo's fighters that he's been signing lately, they signing with Matchroom. Canelo not signing his fighters to the zone no more. Canelo sending his fighters to Matchroom to sign. Because he getting ready to jump over to Matchroom after a few fights. So when we talk about Mayweather Promotions running like a mom and pop shop, you know what I'm saying? These I didn't know Black Magic is with Golden Boy. Yes, sir. He was just on a YouTube channel. But you talk about Mayweather Promotions being a mom and pop shop. The only thing that's better about Oscar De La Hoya Promotions, Golden Boy Promotions, is they got Canelo Alvarez, and they got a better stable of fighters from top to bottom than Mayweather Promotions. Not saying you just know them more, but the problem is with Mayweather, he won't make the best fights available. Oscar will make the best fights available for a select few of his fighters. He is sending JoJo Diaz to fight Gary Russell. Mayweather won't even send Tank to fight Farmer for $5 or $7 million. If the money right, Oscar sent them over there. But they both on the same level. Boxing USA salute. Long time no see. They both on the same level. They trying to operate and they just show you how important Richard Schaefer and Al Hammond was to Golden Boy Promotions. But with Ryan, he got every minute. Sometimes you got to get ignorant and you got to cuss out a manager, you got to cuss out a supervisor, for them to respect you. You feel what I'm saying? For them to respect you as a man and give you what you want. And a lot of fighters, y'all hearing from Ryan Garcia. Y'all hearing from Ryan Garcia. What about when some of these top ranked fighters come back? And they probably got a disparagement and a non-disclosure agreement. You know what I'm saying? And some of these PBC fighters got a non-disclosure agreement too. I'm not gonna tell you who told me that, but a very, very prominent name in boxing told me, and I mean a legendary fighter, told me that they got non-disclosure agreements at PBC. So that's why you don't see nobody speak bad on Al Haymon. It don't seem like Oscar De La Hoya really, he do, because Ryan said I'm not gonna talk about Oscar De La Hoya, but it don't seem like the DAZN got a non-disparagement or got a disparagement or non-disclosure agreement that Ryan Garcia feared. He don't fear it. See, this is why you don't hear people speak bad on Al, or you don't hear them dudes speak bad about Bob Arum, because they already signed these agreements. And they sound like they got Ryan to sign an agreement for Golden Boy, but it ain't one there for him not to talk bad about the DAZN. So, he must didn't get the memo. He must didn't hear that the DAZN is having financial problems. They looking for somebody to inject cash into them. They looking for somebody to invest and buy the company. And ain't nobody buying no companies right now unless it's Amazon. They might buy AMC. Unless you get Steve Ballmer to buy it. But guess what? The movie theater going to pay for itself. When the movies kick back on, people can go to the theaters. It's going to take off. The DAZN never took off. The DAZN never elevated off the ground. And it never was a good idea to begin with. So it's going to be hard to find people that believe in it. It's going to be hard to find people that believe in it. If the DAZN selling, PBC was trying to sell, and Top Rank was trying to sell, what they got to tell you about boxing? The purses is too high. Everybody losing money. So you're going to have a lot of Ryan Garcias that's going to say this in secrecy and complain about the purses that's coming. Because the money not there. It's not just because of the gates, not being there. One of the issues with it is that they've been all getting overpaid from the beginning and the money has been drying up. That's why so many fights going on pay-per-view. And Ryan talking about, I want to fight this guy, that guy, give him to me. Golden Boy don't feel that way. But guess what? If somebody keep running their mouth and they keep speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking about it, cash his ass out. Cash his ass out. Cash him out. Go ahead and make the Devin Haney fight. Because you're not going to be able to keep him happy until you show him that fat meat is greasy. Go and make the Tank fight. Give him the money that he want to get right now. Sometimes you can't hold a stallion back. And for you niggas, a stallion is an uncastrated male horse. It is not a chick from Houston, Texas. It is a male horse. So you niggas out here talking about I want a stallion. Oh, you want a ding dong in your bone. Nah. You feel what I'm saying? But go ahead and let the stallion out. Let's let the stallion out. Tell him, all right, you fight for this $200K versus a lower level opponent. Then when the fans start open, we're going to make these fights happen. And when he get his ass taxed or he float and he beat one of these dudes, you got to pay him what he owe. What he worth. And if he worth, he beat Tank, he beat Devin, he beat whoever, he beat Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He beat them. You pay him what he worth. If he get beat, let's see how resilient he is now. Let's see how much is outside boxing money coming in now. That's what you got to. Sometimes you gotta let a stallion be a stallion. You gotta let him go out there and run. And that's boxing. Adrian Broner was the same way. Oh, I let y'all vote my next fight. They voted Madonna. Al Haymon and Mayweather was like, no, don't take this fight. Go another route. They probably told him to move back down and wait. Broner said no. He believed his own hype. What my grandma said when I was younger, you smelling yourself. You smelling yourself. And guess what happened? He got knocked through the ropes. It was one of the worst fights I ever watched. I had a hard time watching. We had a group chat going. on Google Hangout private. Me and my homeboys, we looking. I left the group chat. Broner was getting the shit beat out his ass. That was hard pill to swallow. I was a huge Broner fan back in the day. He was getting mollywopped. He was getting oop, bop, 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 whatever Orlando Brown say. He was getting put to sleep. But you know, for Broner, guess what? He was already a multiple. I think he was already a multiple weight class world champion. He was able to bounce back and keep getting paydays. Thing about Ryan Garcia is sometimes when you got a younger dog and you let that dog go play with a bigger dog and the bigger dog rattle his cage, sometimes that dog ain't gonna never be as fierce and ferocious as you thought he was gonna be. Broner showed that, hey, I can get roughed up and I can come back. Broner was brought up different. Broner was brought up in Cincinnati. Cincinnati ain't no cupcake walk. Ryan Garcia had a silver spoon in his mouth his whole career. Let's see how resilient Ryan is if he get beat. If I'm looking outside, I make the fight. If I'm Eric Gomez and I'm talking to John Skipper, let's make the fight. Let's make Tank an offer. But he got a point. If I'm pulling in better viewerships, if I'm KM, salute. If I'm pulling in better viewerships, then my bad. If I'm pulling in better viewerships than Triple G, and I'm getting 200,000, his next fight he getting 15 million to fight. That's what he's talking about. To fight Camille Zamata. This dude making like 20 times more than me, whatever it is, almost 20 times more money than I'm making, and I'm doing better numbers and I'm doing the better game. Why are y'all paying them this? You already know they can't got an issue with Triple G because of Canelo. Straight up and down. So at this point, give him what he wants. Sit him down and say, okay. All right, we can call Devin and his dad. We can call Tank and his people, and Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. We can call Shakur Stevenson. We can call Gary Russell. You know who you want to fight? Teofimo Lopez. We can call Lomachenko. Who you want to fight? And who got the best offer? You want to travel? You want to stay over here? And you give him what he wants. That's the moment of truth. When it come down to putting them words on the contract, to putting your name on the contract, it's a lot of these fighters that get the pricing themselves out. David Benavidez get the pricing themselves out. Y'all boy Errol Spence, we'll talk about him shortly, get the pricing themselves out. All the Charlos get the pricing themselves out. They get talking all this tough shit on wax. You put a microphone in their mouth, they talk all about their mouth, they talk all this tough shit. When it's kind of put pen to paper, all of a sudden, nah, or I need to have, you know, diamonds in my locker room. You know what I'm saying? Lion Killer salute. Y'all gonna subscribe to Lion Killer. I need to have the water from the Elks in my locker room. I need to have touchdown Jesus. You know, I need to have it right outside the building as I walk and touch for it. I need the Notre Dame, you know, Little Rock they touch. You know, I'm making all these stupid ass need these concessions. You know what? I don't want no check after the fight. I want my 5 million. I want $1,000,001. You know, I want 5 million and I want $5 bills and 2 million, and the rest of the money give it to me in gold bricks. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Bojack? Salute. Give it to me in gold bricks. Tyson AB was talking too much shit, but wasn't letting his hands go. Yeah, because when you get hit, hell yeah, you can hit with that shit. You ain't letting them hands go. KM Swish say, I honestly don't feel Garcia has a big pull audience-wise. His fan base is 15 to 20-year-old females who have no interest in watching fights. But, hey, might be right. But the casual fan is what boxing is all about. The casual fan is what boxing run on. It don't run on the hardcore fan. If they 15 to 20-year-old females and they buying the zone to watch Ryan Garcia, it don't matter what that $20 zone package coming into. How it come. They don't matter if it's 20-year-old women or 80-year-old women that's coming to watch Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he said his viewership is good, but you know, sometimes you gotta let him step up. And what if he step up and he able to beat these guys? But the way that he's being moved up, there's no way that he's ready for some of these guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. And some of these guys ain't ready for each other. You know, could he fuck around and beat Tank or Devin Haney? You never know. You know what I'm saying? Well, Devin, he hasn't proven nothing in boxing yet. Even his world championship, nobody really respecting it. You know what I'm saying? You move, he fight Teofimo Lopez. He probably the most proven guy down there. He got the best win, Richard Comey. So really, do you really want to put him in there with Teofimo Lopez? He the one that got the most confidence. He got the most clout. Like his clout is real right now. You know, you gonna put him in there with Loma if he beat Teofimo Lopez? Your best bet is to hold, a Tank or a Devin Haney, get unfocused, or Tank get unfocused, or Devin Haney ain't as good as he think he is. That's his best chance. But to be honest, let him off the leash. Let him off. If I'm the zone, like we having financial issues, bro. Why is you putting our business in the street? If you got an issue, call the zone. It worked two ways. That's just that young dumb shit. Young dumb shit. But Triple G really, really fucking up the zone more ways than one. Canelo is too. Them unnecessary paychecks they getting him, but Ryan got to fight somebody, bro. He got to fight somebody. But if I would say, okay, you take this 200,000, you fight whoever you want July 4th. After this, we gonna make when the fans come back in, we gonna make the best fight available for you, whoever you want. And when he lose, he lose. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just checking in with us, Alexander Gosvick has retired from the sport of boxing at 33 years old after this Russian monster put them hands on him. That's serving right. Remember he was laughing about Adonis Stevenson headed into the ambulance truck? So Alexander Gosvick, we always telling me in the comment section, was going to destroy Arthur Paterby. He has retired from the sport of boxing at 33 years young. 17-1. He retired after his first ass whooping. Paterby would grab a dog and put his foot up a dog ass. Just bang, 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 bang. That's his pleasure. Let's talk about Errol Spence, all right? He had some tweets that went out there, man. And so, for Ryan Garcia, give him who we want. So Errol had some tweets out there last night. I did a video, but I got an interesting opinion. And he said, I fought my way to position, and now I'm in now when none of the other champs wanted to let me in. I can give a F about any complaints from other boxers. He said, I had to wait 9 months, then travel to a foreign land and fight a guy in his hometown to get in and didn't complain once. Another thing is WBC cool with me taking the tune-up in my management. I don't want that shit. I'll leave it to Thurman and his get back here, whatever he said. So at the end of the day, what you gotta do is understand boxing. Wrong, so SB, I see you. You gotta understand boxing, the history, and you got to understand him. Just do 3 things you gotta understand. The history, you know what I'm saying? It's been so many greater fighters than you that never even got a fucking title shot. It's been other greater fighters than you, like Marvin Hagler, who took 6 years to get a title shot in 40-something fights, and he got fucked. Michael Nunn took him 5 years to get his title shot, and he was crowned pound for pound #1 until he lost to James Toney. So it's been a lot of fighters that had to struggle, scratch, and claw to get a title. Nigga, you ain't nothing special. Your story ain't nothing special. Danny Jacobs beat cancer. Anthony Durrell beat cancer and still got a world title. So what's your story? Your story ain't shit. You traveled to England, so did fucking Terence Crawford. You traveled to England, so did motherfucking Timothy Bradley. You ain't doing shit that ain't already been done. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. Mad Dog, hey, salute. You ain't you parading around here like you did something that hasn't been done. And it's hard to do something in boxing that hasn't been done. Manny Pacquiao, 8 division world champion. That hasn't been done before. You see Pacquiao going around saying, I got 8 titles. Look at this, man. I struggled, man. Before this fight, nah. And you know one thing they should say about Barry Sanders? Barry Sanders say, the running back, for people who don't know, Hall of Fame running back. They said, why did Barry Sanders celebrate when he scored a touchdown? You know what I'm saying? He said because, people that celebrate act like they never been to the end zone before. I'm used to being in the end zone, so it's nothing new to me. You're a world champion. Act like a world champion. Conduct yourself as a real world champion. Not the 2010 champions. Not these new 2020 champions. Conduct yourself like Ray Leonard did. He said Benitez, he took on Duran, lost, came back, beat Tommy Hearns, and kept it moving. Muhammad Ali took on Sonny Liston, kept it moving, fought the United States government, lost to Frazier, came back, beat Foreman, beat Frazier, kept it moving. Real world champion. Conduct yourself like a world champion. You don't deserve to get no fucking pat on the back for doing what the fuck you supposed to do. What you want us to do? Throw rose petals at your feet because you did what you were supposed to do as a fighter? No, my mama tell me. He said, you don't get no congratulations for doing for what a man supposed to do. That's what you supposed to do. You don't get no congratulations for being a mother. You supposed to be a mother when you have a child out your womb. You don't get no clout for paying child support or doing what you're supposed to do and spend time with your child, your daughter or your son. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. And as a boxing champion, as an ambassador of United States boxing, you don't supposed to go around here saying, well, nobody gave me a shot. Keith Thurman had the same trials and tribulations. When he had an interim belt and he wanted to fight Sean Porter, Sean and Kenny said, no. People forget that. Sean and Kenny said, no, we don't want to fight you. Then when the shoe was on the other foot and his interim title got upgraded to regular WBA champion, all of a sudden Keith Thurman gave Sean Porter a shot. But when Keith Thurman was going around pulling up on Paulie in the inner court, in the hallway of an arena, calling out Amir Khan, saying if I knocked on Broner's door, he wouldn't answer. Keith Thurman was calling everybody out. Floyd Mayweather, ain't nobody throw Keith Thurman a preserver. Whatever the fuck they call them things. They ain't throw him a life jacket. They ain't throw him one of them inflatable animals to float on. Wasn't no chunk of wood left from the Titanic for Keith Thurman to float on. Keith Thurman gave somebody like Sean Porter opportunity. Sean Porter didn't give him opportunity. You see Keith Thurman going around, oh man, he didn't give me opportunity. Keith Thurman said, I'm going to whoop your ass regardless. Keith Thurman been through everything you done been through. Everything you done been through. He fought who you trying to fight, man. Pacquiao, he did that. He got into a car accident. You got into a car accident. Niggas forget that. He fought Sean Porter 3, 4, 5 years ago. He did that. You about to fight Danny Garcia? He did that. He did that. Yeah, I'm early today because boxing coming on. So don't sit here and try to flaunt and flex on the welterweight division. Nigga, you ain't the king. You the interim leader of the division. That's it. You the intern. You irreplaceable. You're not irreplaceable as a champion. Or I had to wait. A lot of other greater men had to wait. When there was one title, when there was 2 titles, a lot of other great men had to wait. A lot of them. So how you gonna be different? How you gonna change the way boxing is being done? That's what's gonna be great about you. How you gonna blaze a new trail, or reblaze a trail that used to be a trend? How you gonna reblaze a trail? What you gonna do different? Do different. Even if you give Crawford a chance, Keith Thurman already gave Sean a chance. But if you gave Crawford a chance and you fought him, that'll show all the other champions how to conduct themselves as champions. Didn't Deontay Wilder show you niggas the way? He didn't have to fight Tyson Fury. He didn't have to give Fury an opportunity. But he did it. He did it. He could have just sat there and waited for AJ. Don't even wake up Snorlax Tyson Fury. He legitimately was Snorlax at the time until he lost the weight. He didn't have to. He could have said, no, I don't fight Fury. At WBC, I done fought multiple pair defenders that signed up to fight him. I fought Thurman. He failed the test. I was supposed to fight Povetkin. He failed multiple tests. I fought Luis Ortiz. He failed the test. Come on. He should have went to go fight Dillian White. But Deontay said, you know what? I'm going to get this money. Even though I lost the first fight and Fury ducked the rematch initially, I'm still going to fight him again. He took a chance. He took a risk. So if Crawford Earl gonna sit there and say, "Oh, I had to wait, and you had to do this, that, and the third, nigga." Yeah, you ain't nothing new. You ain't nothing new. You just a remix. You just Keith Thurman 2.0. So show us how Keith Thurman should have done it and sign up and fight Terence Crawford, straight up and down. Show us how Keith Thurman should have done it. And here they come with the excuses. Well, Crawford needs to do this. Danny got a call. Keith got a call. Shine and Kenny got a call before. All of them got a call. And ain't none of them not answer that door. Now, who got bitch tendencies out of all of them? All of them got bitch tendencies. Let's keep it real. All of them got bitch tendencies. Shine ducked Keith to begin with. Keith ducking Earl. Danny ducking Shine. Danny ducking Earl. Come on. And Errol don't want to fight Crawford. What'd he say? Oh, I waited 9 months. Nigga, we've been waiting almost 24 months for you to fight Terence Crawford. He ain't that good. He too light. I'm going to stop him. Oh, he get Jeff Warren belt. I'm going to take his belt. Nigga, we tired of it, bro. Or I ain't leaving the division without fighting him. Yeah, we talked about guys retiring. Come on, man. If you ain't gonna be changed, then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Take the Twitter. I don't want to see the tweet. I don't want to hear from you. Just conduct your whole ass business like the hoe that you is. That's it. You no different from Keith Thurman, man. You his son. You his son. If you look at Earl Spence's birth certificate, ain't got Earl Spence Sr. on there. Bitch got Keith Thurman Sr. on there. Keith Thurman II. So if you ain't gonna change boxing, you ain't gonna change the narrative. Will champions go back to fighting the best and follow Deontay Wilder lead? Then shut the fuck up, pussy. And I said what I said in my AJ voice. Shut up. You and AJ the same person. You the same person. All this propaganda, all this waffling, nigga. I just respect you if you put a thong on and say I'm scared of Crawford. Victoria's Secret model ass hoe. He get on my fucking nerves. And I said what I said. Go tell your favorite YouTuber they can suck my dick too. Fuck that dude. Straight up and down. The long way, the small way, the short way. Doggy style, froggy style. Fuck him. Tired of that drunk, alcoholic, scary ass, bitch ass Mark. I said what I said. Tired of him. He's a hoe. And I'm telling y'all what he's saying behind closed doors. He's a hoe. Don't give a fuck about, oh, I waited 9 months. Nigga, Marvin Hagler waited 6 years. Add that motherfucking shit up. Michael Nunn waited 5 years. Add that shit up. Nigga, the way you drinking in between fights and blowing up, you ain't even gonna have 44 fights. Marvin Hagler took 44 fights and got robbed. Or 40, whatever it was, and got robbed. Came back, took the belt, then went overseas and defended the belt, I believe. Come on, you ain't nothing special. Bobby Salute, you ain't nothing special. Sitting here, if I wanted to tune up, then keep that same energy. Don't take that tune up, even though you told, I'm not gonna say his name, you told somebody that Danny Garcia was a tune up. He out here acting like he doing something big. He considered Danny a tune up. Let's switch lanes, man. Floyd Mayweather talked to Zav Judah, man. And I'll play the clip. So I'm moving on. I'm not giving that Texas hoe no damn motherfucking more clout. I said what I said. Hold on.
So, mine, so, we on, baby.
Yeah, where you going?
I'm in Miami. I'm finna go to Vegas.
Okay.
You know,
Like, you been chilling. Yo, champ, what you gonna do, champ? What you gonna do? That's setting or what?
You said what?
I said, what you gonna do? You gonna get in there and touch something or what?
Am I gonna get where and fight? Am I gonna fight again?
Yeah, are you gonna get in there and touch something again or what?
No, no. I got a couple exhibitions I'm doing. I got a couple exhibitions, and then I think I got you know me, I'm doing a little exhibition, a little overseas.
Yeah,
it's bad though.
I already know. I know. I said, if my boy back in the gym, I already know what he's doing.
No, I'm doing a little bit. You know, I'm keeping just helping the fighters, keeping the fighters sharp. That's it.
Yeah. How's Devin looking? Devin, how's Devin looking?
Good kid, solid. You know, me and you both been on him since he's been a little kid.
Yeah. He's solid, super solid.
I'm proud of him. Just trying to help him, you know, just teaching him about this certain things when he go to the next level, you know, what he can do, what he can expect. That's it.
Yeah.
So there you heard it right there. Floyd Mayweather said he fighting another exhibition. He fighting another exhibitions overseas. So like I said before, Floyd Mayweather wasn't putting in that work for no reason and just staying in shape and sharp. He got something cooking. So he probably gonna go back over to Japan or go back over to England and do a line of exhibitions. Back in the day, they used to do like European and Australian tours where they used to fight the best fighters that they had available, and the professional fighters used to go over there and fight those tours. I believe Ali fought a European tour as well too, and they used to collect money and stuff of that nature. So he called out Conor McGregor. I think most of y'all seen that, and said, you know, basically how you gonna retire and we supposed to be, you know, rematching me. He told Mike Tyson, you can beat me, and McGregor went on Tyson hotboxing and told him that he promised him he gonna beat Floyd Mayweather. But I do think Conor McGregor is standing with his UFC brothers, and I believe that he is trying to get better pay. The pay discrepancy is just, you know, it's crazy in the UFC, but you know, people can't knock Floyd Mayweather, bro. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson, I'm pretty sure he fought a tour as well too. Shout out to Lawrence Williams for the facts. Y'all go check out Lawrence Williams' channel. But when you can't get mad at Floyd. If you go out there and somebody tell you to go to the basketball court and make 5 layups and they give you $100, that's easy money. So I ain't never seen nobody leave no easy money. And when these fighters get to saying, "Oh, I'm gonna run through him. He easy work. Or he easy money," show me that he easy money. Because I ain't seen nobody need a tune up. I ain't seen nobody need, you know, a chiropractic adjustment. I ain't seen nobody that's taking so long to sign these contracts. If it's easy money to be got, Samuel salute. If it's easy money to be got, I ain't never met nobody that shied away from easy money. White, black, orange, green, Simpson yellow, whatever you want to call it. I ain't never seen nobody turn down no easy money. So people ridiculing or talking bad about Floyd getting that easy money, I'm not mad at him. I'm not counting that man pocket. You got an option to watch or not to watch. He just said he going overseas for a couple fights. So maybe it is a little small European or Asian tour. Who knows? But when people criticize people, you know, you don't have to watch. You know, you can complain about the fight and say, you know what, they announced Triple G and Violence Monterosian. You know, fuck that fight. And you can piss on it and don't talk about it. But we got situations where people talking bad about Shakur Stevenson fight tonight, and this is a test run. You know, they talking bad about Shakur Stevenson fight tonight, but guess where they gonna be at? They're gonna be watching the fight. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and share the video. And we know we got some imposters in here, man. I wish YouTube let you see everybody in the chat. You know, they won't even comment, they ain't thumbsing up something. Salute. Damon, salute. Mayweather be stealing from the fight game. Must be nice. I mean, it's easy to steal when ain't shit moving. I'm going to say it again. It's easy to steal when ain't shit moving. You know what I'm saying? That's why these dudes go hit licks while people ain't home. That's why they rob people's houses. That's an easy lick. Ain't nobody home. When ain't nothing moving, it's easy to rob the bank. When the best ain't fighting the best, when the champions ain't fighting the champions, when they ain't unifying, they taking tune up after tune up, they only fight once or twice a year, it's easy for Floyd to come and take the money. It's easy for Floyd to come back and be the biggest name. It ain't no reason for Floyd still to be the biggest name in boxing. It ain't no reason, Francisco, salute. It ain't no reason for Manny Pacquiao to still be in the fight game and still be in control. He's in demand. Everything move in the welterweight division. Weight, like Ring IQ say, everything move because of Manny Pacquiao. If Manny Pacquiao said, "Come here, Earl, let me slap my dick across your face." Okay, how much I'm getting? Are you gonna promise me a fight? He'll let him slap his penis around his face. That was like, salute. Terence, what's going on? Sean. Real talk. So Floyd can come in and do what he want to do. Because ain't nothing moving. It's an armed robbery with no resistance behind it. And that's just the God honest truth about Floyd Mayweather. So I ain't knocking it. Either you support it or don't support it. We got to stop complaining about shit and supporting it. If we going to complain, shit on it, piss on it, set it on fire, and then don't talk about it, don't have no fight reaction. Don't do no live commentary. You know how many of these loose neck, moose nose dudes, J.A. Salute, are going that shitting on Top Rank, that say if you with Top Rank, you a raccoon. Oh, I don't support Top Rank, right? All these people that saying this is shit fight, guess how many of these channels gonna be going live tonight with live commentary? Everybody gonna have a reaction video. But ain't too many of the brothers, ain't too many of these channels spoke this fight up. Ain't nobody did no promoting. I did a few videos. But everybody gonna have a reaction for their channel viewership. Everybody gonna have an opinion for the betterment of their monetization on their channel in this fight. Why should I tell you? Why should I tell you? Everybody in the morning gonna be talking about this fight. After pissing on Top Rank name. It's like when Bob Aaron was like, well, Wilder and Fury really did. You know what he said, $1.3 million, and y'all people ran with that, and it was a bold faced lie. But Bob Aaron was lying when he was talking about Crawford, but he telling the truth about some felonious, numbers. Come on, man, let's keep it real. So Floyd to be able to do whatever he want to do, who gonna stop him? If Floyd wanted to come in right now and fight McGregor, people gonna line up to watch that fight. They gonna pay $100 to watch him beat up on McGregor again, because McGregor gonna sell it. Like I said, boxing is not for us. It's not for Sean. It's not Renardo. It's not for JA. It's not for Boxing USA. It's not for Town. It's not for the Boxing Voice. It's not for the boxing heads. Shout out to Rosie Perez. It's not for Behind the Gloves. It's not for Second Out. It's not for Fight Hype. It's not for Fight Hub. It's not for us. They don't do shit for the real media outlets and the hardcore boxing fan who watch the hole in the wall fights, who watch your Dennis Ugas and Mike Dallas, who watch Jose Ramirez and Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for the ones that watch Austin Trout on Impact or watch Dan Rayfield a show on Impact Network. It's not for us who watch it on Bounce TV. It's not for us who watch the Showbox card. Boxing can care less about the hardcore boxing fans. Every other sport respect their hardcore fan base. Baseball, football, basketball, NCAA football, basketball, they all respect their hardcore fan base. They do things to enhance the viewership. If the viewership go down or it's a struggle, they drop the prices. If they feel like, we don't got enough football, they add two extra teams and an extra game to Wild Card Weekend. Basketball, it's a void being felt. You know what? We gonna put our players' lives at risk, and we're gonna give y'all basketball from July 31st to October 12th. What do boxing do for the hardcore boxing fan? We say, hey man, we just want to see, Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor. Here come the WBO. You got a mandatory. WBC, Jose got a mandatory. The IBF, Josh Taylor got a mandatory. Come on, man. Or we just want to see, Wilder and Joshua. Oh, no, he got to fight Ruiz and lose. He got to fight the Fury and have a draw and lose. It got to be all this complicated ass arithmetic. All this trigonometry. This shit is basically 1 + 1. Oh, we just want to see Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andrade. Okay, we ain't going to get Golovkin in Triple G3. Canelo in Triple G3. We not going to get, Canelo and Charlo or Canelo and Andrade. You know what? We settle for Andrade and Charlo. They ain't gonna make the shit happen. They ain't gonna make it happen. I interviewed Trout back in the day. Trout is a really good dude, man. Shout out to Austin Trout. I fuck with him. He said I made a video on how I research fighters. Felix Caraballo was the subject. Salute. He said, Francisco say this is what happens when you over marinate these fights. They ain't even marinating these fights, bro. They don't respect what we want because they can treat us any type of way. They can beat us, they can smack us, they can piss in our face, they can take shit on our top of our car in a hot Texas summer evening, and we gonna take it, bro. Because we never gonna boycott with our viewership. Even if you stream the fight, I found out, and you talk about the fight and say you streamed it, that's still publicity for the fight card. They're gonna continue to disrespect us, and Floyd Mayweather gonna continue to do what he want to do. And until one of these fighters understand that they control the narrative and they need to make the best fight available. Meanwhile, you got Pacquiao still in the game. You got Mayweather still trending with exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? Until the fighters figure out they need the best, make the best fight the best. And you gotta think about it, bro. A lot of these fights are past the expiration date. Give me a fight that you want to see in boxing. A top 5 fight, in your opinion. Give me a top 5 fight. Outside of Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Because they still feel it. Give me a fight that you want to see in boxing. Any fight. Any top 5 fight you believe you want to see in boxing. But first, if you give me a fight you want to see. Man, I thought when boxing started back up, it was going to be top-notch fights, but they know because we so hardcore. No, they got to do this because it's a protocol. It's a protocol. This is a test run. Like Michaela Myers, who got COVID. She got the COVID-19. Now, Shakur Stevenson Coach K, who coached her, he tested negative, but he can't coach Shakur Stevenson. So Top Rank is they are the test run for boxing. If they mess up, then boxing not gonna they not gonna get sanctioned to fight nowhere in Vegas, California. So you got to remember, man, this is off the humbug. Shakur Stevenson probably got this call 2 or 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago at the most. Him and Caraballo not gonna have a full camp. They not gonna have a full camp. How can I get sparring partners, bro? They probably got niggas that's from their local boxing gym to come in and spar, and that's if they clear for the gym to open in Jersey or wherever Caraballo coming from. That's what you got to understand. How you gonna see top notch fights when you got to pay for your sparring partners? You got to pay for their coronavirus testing. Then you got to pay them. A lot of fighters don't have the money, and the promotional companies got to inject that money into the fighters. So you're not going to see top fights when they first come back on. Not to Top Rank break the ice. Then the Zone and PBC will follow, they blueprint. So UFC was the first one to come up with the blueprint. Now the Zone now Top Rank is following their blueprint. ESPN is starting the blueprint. How can you see the best fights when there's no live gate? How can you see the best fight when they don't have sparring partners, but they don't have sparring protocols? And in most states, most of the stay-at-home orders not being lifted. A lot of the gyms not even being open. One of my boys in Houston was telling me that his gym permanently got shut down. Charlo and Boo Boo, both of them 30 or up. Good opinion. Most of them are 30 years old. They 30 years old. Charlo just turned 30 years old the other day. Boo Boo 32 years old, probably be 33 this year. That ain't no prime, just no prime fight. You can make a case that, Boo Boo wasted his best years of his career. Both of them 30, and that'd be the best fight they had. Crazy. Bevo and Bertarbia. Bevo like 28, Bertarbia almost 40. All Spence, Thurman, Crawford, all them old. Spence 30 years old. Crawford 32 years old. Thurman 32 years old. Lara almost 40. So any of the fights that you naming, you can make a case that Boo Boo and Charlo should have fought at 154 pounds. You can make a case that Errol and Crawford should have fought last year or the year before last. You can make a case that Keith Thurman and Errol Spence should have fought 2 or 3 years ago. Keith Thurman fought Shine in what? Was it 2015? Here, I'm going to pull this up. Hold on. He fought Sean Porter 2016, bro. Almost to the month. It's to the month. He fought Sean Porter 4 years ago. Almost exactly on the 25th. 4 years ago. He fought him 4 years ago. Crazy. Haney and Tank, they young. That ain't gonna happen. Floyd said that ain't happening. Sean, salute. Gary Russell and Tank. That ain't happening, but hey. Who has Charlo Andrade fought? Shit. Charlo fought. He beat K9 for his title. Shout out to K9. He from the D. Check out K9 channel too. Do a good job. He fought Austin Trout. Struggled. He fought J Rock. Struggled, but ended up knocking him out. And other than that, he fought Hugo Centennial Jr. He fought pretty much that's it. Andrade fought Willie Nelson, Vanes Monterosian, um, Jack Cole Clyde. I mean, he really ain't fought nobody neither. These guys are fighting tune-ups even after 30. Whole career tune-up. 4 years ago, damn time flies. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. He fought Danny. He fought Danny a year, almost a little less than a year later, 3 years ago. So what Keith Thurman did 4 and 3 years ago with Sean and Keith, Earl Spence doing it, later than he did. He doing everything that Keith Thurman did. So how we praising this nigga saying he the best and he doing everything that Keith Thurman been and did. Only thing he can do is stop Danny Garcia. And you can make a case that Keith Thurman fought a better and a more dangerous Sean Porter, and he fought a dangerous more Danny Garcia. Dude was dropped by a bum. Vanes really ain't no bum, bro. Vanes was a solid fighter. Well, he really wasn't no bum, but he beat Vanes. That shouldn't even been a split decision. Vanes was top amateur talent coming out. He was beat up on Timothy Bradley. Go ask Timothy Bradley. He stopped the Charlos from going to the Olympics, I believe it was. Suspect chin. How has he got a suspect chin? The question, because he got dropped by Vanes. If he was suspect, why didn't Vanes finish the job? That's the question. Why didn't he drop him again? Amir Khan, you could say is chin suspect because he stay on the canvas. Just because you got dropped don't mean your chin suspect. Ali got one of the greatest chins in the game. He got dropped. Why didn't he fight Derevchenko? Which one? I don't know. I can't say that right now. Derevchenko #1, but he ain't been the mandatory yet. But y'all got some questions. I answer them. Y'all shoot. Vanes was solid, but Vanes was solid. He struggled. I mean, him and Alara first fight, that was the nastiest, ugliest fight I've ever seen. I think it ended off headbutts in a technical decision. Why did Bumdrive duck Charlo? Because he got bad business decision. He didn't duck Jamel Charlo. It was just that he had bad business decision. He beat the shit out of Jamel Charlo. They would have fought. Charlo would have had 2 L's by now. He would have beat the shit out of Charlo at 154. For real, he'd have beat the shit out of him. Andrade signed a bad deal with the Italian brothers or whoever the fuck they is. Was it Star and Banner Box? He beat the shit out of Jamel Charlo. He beat his ass today. He beat the shit out of Jamel. Now Jamal got a better style. Jamal might can clip him, but he struggled with southpaws. He struggled with Caraballo, and he struggled with Austin Trout. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius tried to fight Jamal. Jamal ducked him because he can't fight southpaws. Why Charlo be doing the same? I mean, I think Charlo just not good against southpaws. Jamal just gotta get better at southpaw fighting. Yeah, Vanes was an alright fighter. He's a great amateur. So he got the top rank. They should have fought a long time ago. Yep. Ali Chin was granted broken jaw and didn't even know it. And he was on that canvas, dog. Yeah. Who broke his law? Was it Norton or was it Shavers? Yeah, any more questions? Mason still got his nap, so I'm good. Mason still got his nap. So y'all got Gary Russell versus Tank Davis, Leo, and Cruz. But who's gonna win? I think Tank could beat both of them. In my opinion, I think Tank gonna stop Cruz. I expect him to stop Cruz. He got one punch knockout power at 130, but it depends on what type of camp he had. You know, it all depends on what type of camp you got. What type of camp you got, man? That's all what it depends on. What type of camp he gonna have? What type of camp he gonna have? You have a good camp? Probably gonna have a good. He probably gonna outbox him. Knock him out. If he have a lazy cat, then who knows? He said you heard that track by AB. Trash. Tyrone trash. You can cut the auto tune. It wasn't that bad though. What I said something. I reposted that shit on my personal shit. He said Norton and Frazier broke Ali jaws. I know it was, I get Shavers and Norton mixed up when it comes to Ali. Them motherfuckers both crack. But I said that he need to let. I said he need to let his hands go and stop rapping. Damon said, "How many fights going to be on tonight? I'm pumped as hell." CJ, I don't know. Give me my live boxing back. I'll take whatever they give us for now. So I can check. Y'all keep asking questions. I'll check the card out right now. They just sent me some tire rebates for my car. I'm like, give me some new tires. Hold on. Let me let me check my palm pilot, man. I ain't doing that, man. Oh, so you said Shakur Stevenson card? Well, Micaiah Myers, whatever her name is, she off the card because she failed the test. And Shakur Stevenson coach was her coach. He tested negative, but he still can't coach Shakur Stevenson. So Shakur grandfather gonna be in the corner tonight. That might make a difference. But the event is at the bubble. It reads Tuesday night, June 2020. The bubble, MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada. Commission is Nevada Athletic Commission. Top ranked Bob Arum, Brad Goodman, in the media, Latin America, Canal Space, and USA ESPN. The opening fight is Contavious Cash versus Calvin Metcalf, middleweights. Um, Cash is from, I think he's making his top ranked debut. He's from Atlanta. You know, he lost twice to some really like solid record guys, so he coming off a win though. Then you got Rabizio Ramirez fighting. That's a good fight. Featherweight. He done won twice and losing his debut from coming off the boat. He fight a dude that's 5-3, Yuri Anjar. Then you got Guido Vanilio. I don't know this dude's name. 6-0. He fighting Don Hainsworth in the step up fighting heavyweight. Hainsworth is 16-3-1. Toledo's own Big Baby Jared Anderson 3-0 is fighting Johnny Langston 8-2 in the co-main event. I think Micaiah Myers is supposed to be the co-main, but Jared Anderson is Bob Arum praised him for getting Wilder, getting Fury ready to beat Wilder in the rematch. So he's 6'4", 3-0. So we getting some heavyweight boxing on tonight. So shout out to Toledo. You know I got love for Toledo. It's right there by Detroit. So that's the fight card tonight. So I look forward to seeing Anderson fight. I always like to see local talent fight. Why did Goswick retire? Was it an injury? No, he retired because of Vitervia. That's what it was. He had a chronic thing of Vitervia. You know, I don't know. They didn't see why he retired. Tank took 8 rounds to beat Forsaker. He wasn't focused. I hate saying that, but he wasn't. Rasheed Town, I want to know what Al have against Gary Russell. You know, his whole family getting fucked by Al. Do you know any sports that has a worse post COVID than playing in boxing? All of them. Look at baseball; they might not play this year. You feel me? So we don't know what basketball gonna be. The NFL got the longest time to prep. So who? I mean, soccer seemed to have the best one. They back playing. I turned on ESPN for the first time in a while. They back playing. So that's something to look at. Do you plan? Do you know? Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's a few. I mean, yeah, boxing ain't got the worst plan. Hold on, I'm coming down. Got questions, I'll answer them. Is Gary Russell fighting Devin? I doubt it. They trying to get Devin to fight Luke Campbell, but Fortuna ain't stepping aside. 12 against almost 40-year-old one leg again, Bull Ricardo Martinez. The tank that fought against Bull gonna have problems with Gary. That was KAHSEE3, Kazi 3, I think it is. Lorenzo Bond. Would you be interested in seeing Jacobs versus Darrell at 68? Which one? Anthony? Yeah, I'm interested. I'd rather see that more than Gabriel Rosado. But Rosado game, you know, I don't have nothing. I see either one. I like Rosado. Jonathan Wick, remember he fought Bundu when he was 43 years old. Which one? Because Keith Thurman fought him too. Keith Thurman took his O, and then Errol Spence ran behind him and beat him. I remember that was after the gold medal championship round for the men's basketball. Darnell say, salute Ipsy in the house. Who will win a rematch between Boots and Gary and Little Brother? I don't know. I watched that fight too. I think it's too premature. I think I'll go with the same results. I think right now Anton will probably win again, Gary Anton Russell, but we'll see. It's a long way away. They fighting in two different weight classes, but Ennis said he can make 40 though. That was more of a trip than the drop. Talking about Vanez or 41. When he was 41 when he fought Keith Thurman. Okay. Ramirez need to rematch the dude. He beat him soon. Dude didn't want to rematch him. Yep. Dude didn't want to rematch Ramirez. So that's why he ain't did that. He tried to get the rematch back. Fabrizio Ramirez, he wasn't 100% because he just got off the boat and they rushed him. So he with Ishmael Salas now. So he with Lara, a lot of Cuban fighters. Yordenis Ugas with Ishmael Salas. So yeah. So boxing come on in about an hour and 45 minutes. 7 o'clock. ESPN for y'all that don't know. Hold on. I'm about to go back up. Lawrence will say, he said, CJ, Calvin Metcalf looks like Corey Lee boxing. I'm about to look at the picture. I'm about to look at the picture. I'm about to look at the picture. Bullshit, no, man. I don't need. He do. I do look like Corey Lee boxing. Y'all go check out Corey Lee boxing, dog. He do look like Corey Lee boxing. He from Kansas City, though. He fought Shane Mosley Jr. too. Corey Lee out here getting these boxing checks for real. Rashidi would fuck him up. Damn, I didn't know Gossett retired. Yeah, he just retired in the middle of the stream. I like Jared Anderson style. The real big baby, Brett Cobb or Rashidi Ellis. Man, Brett Cobb did a drop for me, bro. I like Brett Cobb, but I'm rolling with Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis a beast. All dog Jamal a little more solid. Jamal. What do you think about Mike and Holyfield 3? I don't want to see it, man. That's what happened when you don't get the best fighting the best. These old heads think they can come back. Both of them barely can talk. I don't want to see it. If Gary Russell wants to fight so bad, move up to 40 and call out Regis and Josh Taylor. Man, that motherfucker is a 126 pounder. He like 5'5". Shit. You trying to get that little nigga smoked. They treat him like Rigondeaux. Rizzo Ramirez looked good now. I saw him last two fights. Yeah, I figured he would. He just got off the boat and they rushed him a little too quick. So we'll see, man. We'll see. He was a gold medalist, man. But any other questions, man, before I hop off, man? Any other questions? I don't know, man. Maybe we start doing earlier streams, man. I don't know. If I can fit them in, I'll be busy someday. I'll be busy. All right, so I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Oh, here we go. No, that's it. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Links in the description. Make sure to hit the share button on y'all way out. Hit the thumbs up button on y'all way out. Hold on, I got that. I got that question. So he say, the Pacers gonna win the championship, smoking dick. Size up Regis and Easter. I don't know. That's an interesting fight. I never thought about that fight. I know it ain't gonna happen due to politics. I don't know, man. That's a good fight. I probably gotta wait to see how Regis gonna fight Maurice Hooker, but if Robert Jr. hired Floyd to be his coach, he got a chance. I probably stick with Regis because he got more power. Regis got more power. That's why I stick to Regis. He got more power. You know, he a bigger 140 pounder. I think he attacked Bunny. I think he might he might drop Bunny. You know what I'm saying? With there being a firefight though, I probably favor Regis. Rigo got a shot to beat Anuyuwa. Yeah, he got a shot to beat him. I heard Donaire talking about he want to rematch Rigondeaux. That'd be interesting. But yeah, he got a shot to beat Anuyuwa. You know what I'm saying? Anuyuwa got his eye broke by Donaire. He another dude that benefited from the COVID-19 and getting rest. He was gonna run right back in there like what March or April and fight his next fight, Casimir, whatever his name is, Pacquiao boy. He another dude that benefited from time off. All these dudes, you dealing with an eye injury. I ain't about to rush back in there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you gotta keep them lights on, man. Regis will whoop Easter. Y'all can see that happening. I'm a favorite Regis. But hey, appreciate y'all. Share the videos. Want to make a donation? Just hit the share button for your boy. One time for the one time we go.